How much I love that we're going from Danzig to Bachelor talk.
Oh, yeah.
This is amazing. Yes, you're listening to Rock 105.3 right now.
Yeah, you are.
I love this. I don't care. Listen, I, for the most part, temper my Bachelor love on the air.
Right.
I don't get crazy. I don't talk about it that much.
Yeah.
But I've seen just about every season of The Bachelor. I don't care. I have no shame. I watch Dancing with the Stars, too.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Look at me.
Oh, no.
I'm a married man, okay?
Oh,
what are you going
man.
to do to me?
Okay.
I have no shame. I don't
don't.
care. About 3 years ago, I told Thor, I'm like, dude, trust me. You got to watch The Bachelor. It's crazy. The chicks are hot. They're crazy. It's amazing. It's great TV. He loves reality TV.
I do.
Guess who likes it even more than me now? Thor.
Obsessed.
He's all in.
I watch every episode. I got my girlfriend in on it. I Insta story throughout the episode now.
A little much.
And break it down like it's like Monday morning quarterback.
It's
a
fantastic.
lot. It's a
This
lot.
year, we got Emily to watch it.
Oh, yeah. I am
Sky,
hooked.
Sky's the only holdout. You got to watch it, Sky. It's so good.
I know I'd love it. I just, with the family and the kid, I'll get there eventually.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
Greatest 2 hours of your week.
Yes.
It honestly is.
Now,
Wow.
one of the contestants this year, fighting for Colton's love,
Oh, that.
is a girl that, they showed where they're from on the screen, and I immediately saw that Heather is from Carlsbad.
Whoa.
So Heather M., who's on the show, you'll know her because, Heather, your whole thing was that you've never been kissed.
Yes.
You're 23 and you had never kissed anybody.
That is me.
And
yes.
so, Heather, you're from San Diego?
I'm from San Diego.
Born and
yeah.
raised?
Born and raised in Carlsbad.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I know.
That's awesome.
It's the
So,
best place.
did you just audition to be on the show, or were you picked, or how did that work?
So my older sisters, I've been obsessed with the show for forever.
Who isn't?
Yeah, right. Everyone is. And my older sister just kind of made a joke video and then submitted it, and then a day later I get a call.
Whoa.
And I go.
That quick?
It was that quick, but then I go meet the casting producer. It was 5 minutes, really quick, kind of nothing, and then I didn't hear anything for months.
Okay.
And then 2 weeks before filming started, I get a call and they're like, "Hey, Heather, based on you, The Bachelor is come on up and meet the producers." And then literally 2 weeks later, we were filming. So
Wow.
It was really quick. I was
Wow.
absolutely I had to do my job. Hey, sorry, leaving for
Were they cool with it?
surprise. I was shocked because I work with all engineers.
Okay.
And they have no idea, they don't watch. Middle-aged men
Yeah.
don't watch. I mean,
Well,
some people
I
say
Eddie, no judgment. Eddie,
Excuse me.
no judgment.
Beg your pardon, Heather.
Most normal middle-aged
I get it.
men.
I'm not the cute
Yeah.
demographic.
We
Okay.
found some, they pretended like they didn't, but I found some really closet bachelors.
See?
Yeah.
We're out there.
I'm loud and proud about it.
You're
Yeah,
in
you
the
are.
closet.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
And out of that closet.
So, wow, what a crazy process and what a whirlwind it had to be for you.
It was
that
a whirlwind,
You got
for
to
sure.
figure everything out in 2 weeks because you're gone for a while, right?
Yeah, and I didn't know. I could have been gone for 5 days or, a couple months. So
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's even harder.
It was
trying to
harder,
figure that out.
but I had to pack all the clothes because they don't give you anything. So you have to wear gowns
You have
for
to
possibly
you
2
have to
months.
pick out all those gowns and
cocktail
stuff. Wow.
dresses.
Are you
casual
allowed
outfits.
just one massive suitcase, or can you bring as much crap as you want?
You can have 2 suitcases.
And that's it. That's
That
the
is
limit.
it. That is the limit.
Wow.
With everything.
Everything in it.
Everything.
Wow.
Jeez.
That's a lot.
And they don't give you anything.
They don't give you anything.
That's shocking. I thought for sure they were hooking you guys up
With
clothes or
wardrobe.
something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Can you do shopping during your trips when you go around?
Oh, man.
We did. In Singapore, we did 1 day of shopping.
Okay.
Huh.
But that was it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we gotta, last night was your big episode. Last
Yes.
night was your one-on-one with Colton.
Yes.
And
Finally.
we gotta get into
Sorry.
that in a second. But the big thing leading up to this is that Heather is 23 years old and you'd never kissed anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Let alone, Colton, the big thing about Colton, in case you don't know, is Colton is a virgin and he's the Bachelor. So it's kind of a different
Yeah.
take on the Bachelor and that whole thing. Well, Heather takes it to another level
Yeah.
and it's well, I never even kissed anybody.
Wow.
I sat there and I saw this and I'm stunned because you are unbelievably gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just beautiful,
Yeah.
and you're even more stunning in person. And I'm it's kind of hard for me to look at you.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Totally.
It is,
Totally.
right?
Seriously.
I tell myself, it's all lighting and makeup.
Totally.
No,
No.
she's barely wearing any
Yeah, I
makeup,
know.
looks
Yeah.
gorgeous.
It's ridiculous.
Kind of,
Yeah.
kind of offensive.
So,
Anyway.
how is it even possible that you have gone that long and not kissed anybody. Because we all, in high school have our little thing. Maybe you're at a school dance, get a peck, something. Never happened for you.
No, it's something that, like I talked about last night, like it was never something I planned on. Like I had this thing, like stake in the sand, like I'm going to wait till I'm married or, wait to a certain point. But it's something that I did take a little more seriously, I think, than other people. And I just hadn't met that person that I wanted to kiss yet.
Nobody. Now, here's the thing I didn't understand, Heather, is that last night you kind of said, I've been in relationships. I dated a guy kind of off and on for 8 months.
Whoa.
8 months, Heather!
Oh my.
And you never kissed?
I know.
And he never tried?
Like, I don't
what is
understand
that?
that.
What
Like,
is
I mean, I'd go out with a girl twice and she didn't kiss me. I'd be like, all right.
Heather, and with all due respect, I went out with a girl like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and I was telling Eddie and Sky, it was like 2 years ago, and we didn't kiss till the third date, and I literally was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
I was like, am
Did she
I
have
you?
bad breath?
Yeah, what's
Jacked
going
up
on?
teeth?
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you know what? He had everything I wanted. He was an amazing guy, like such an amazing guy. And he knew, we were really good friends before.
Okay.
So he kind of knew where I stood and who I was and like my background. Like he knew about me, like everything. So I think I just really tried and wanted to be into it, but I just couldn't fully go there. And so I was like, it was just really casual.
Do you feel like you've made this a bigger thing than it really is?
I think waiting to this point in my life, like, yeah. It
Now
became
it's
more special.
like-
It was like, I'm not just going to kiss someone in a bar. I'm not going to just like
Do you drink?
throw it away. Casually.
Okay.
Yeah, a little
Have you
bit.
ever been drunk and been like,
No.
I mean, nothing? Never?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, she's such a good girl.
It's crazy having Heather in here and then the exact opposite, Emily.
Excuse me.
Oh my God!
It's just so nuts,
I think
you know?
that we're similar.
No,
Oh,
no.
wait,
Emily,
really?
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's been 10 minutes and you haven't kissed anybody. I'm like shocked.
She's probably gonna try and kiss Heather soon.
I
I was thinking about it.
So this is that it really is impressive in a way, that it's like, how did you do it? But last night
Ooh, what?
you waited to have your first kiss, and it happened finally with Colton. These are fireworks.
Oh.
I have kissed a boy. It was so good. It literally just felt so natural. I hoped that there would be butterflies and excitement and fireworks. And literally there was fireworks.
Wow.
I mean, if you're going to
Oh my
wait
gosh.
23 years to have a first kiss,
Oh.
to do it on national TV with a studly dude on the beach in Thailand with fireworks going off, not bad.
It couldn't really be better. Yeah, I
I
couldn't really
mean,
ask for anything.
How could you top
Yeah.
that?
I stood up when it happened and was screaming and cheering at my TV. Right
Well,
when
the
it
reason
happened.
I did the same is because of
Wait,
how
Wait.
insanely uncomfortable and awkward I was up until that point.
Yeah.
Like, you guys, they kept seeing, like, when you guys are sitting on the dock and when you're doing all these things, I was like, oh my God, just kiss already now. And now at this point, I was like coming out of my skin.
Yeah, same.
And Heather, question for you. Did you watch the episode last night?
I did.
Okay. What were you thinking when they were doing like close-ups of Colton's mouth
That
while he
was-
was eating?
that was
and then
getting
like
weird.
showing you like fiending over.
He's licking his finger.
He was licking his fingers.
Yeah,
I'm
the
like,
editing.
oh.
Wow,
It was
wow.
getting weird.
What was going through your mind
They did
there?
something good with that editing.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Did you feel the entire time on your one-on-one date that he was going to kiss me, but he didn't know how to go about it because it's such a big deal?
Yeah, I didn't really think, to be honest, in the day it was gonna happen. I knew that like we kind of had to wait till the night portion and we had that
Yeah,
conversation.
good producers. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really wasn't expecting it in the day.
Okay.
I knew it wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, but you knew at some point I'm gonna have my first kiss.
Either I was gonna go home or I was gonna have my first kiss.
Oh,
It was gonna be
really?
one of the two. Yeah.
Did you feel at that point that your guys' connection was good enough that you were gonna, this is probably gonna happen? You're gonna stick around?
I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty confident that I would stay around, but also like I wasn't fully sure.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't know his relationships with other girls, so if he was a big deal to him, like, he didn't want to take that from me, so I wasn't positive.
I'm worried about that, to be honest with you. Is that, like, you guys kissed, it's a big life moment for you.
Yeah, it's special.
We don't know right now if Heather's still on the show.
She's on the show.
She hasn't gone home. She's still on the show. She's still one of the girls that are eligible. If you win right now, you could be with Colton. We don't know.
She could be not wearing the engagement ring that he gave her.
Yeah,
That's what they do.
Or that bastard Colton could have taken the kiss and
What?
then sent her home. You can't do that.
Scandalous.
But is Heather there for the right reasons?
Are you, Heather? Are you? Wow.
Wow.
Just for that talent moment.
It was the most dramatic first kiss in Bachelor history. I will say that.
That is true.
I will
It's
say
the
that.
only first kiss in Bachelor.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Now, Heather, I get you signed up and you know that you are going on a show where Colton's going to be dating you as well as all these other women. Have your feelings changed now that the kiss has happened? Like, is there a little bit more jealousy involved? Thinking of him going out on dates with other women
Cassie.
now that you've shared that kiss?
Talk about my girl.
Like, I know in real life that would change things for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I don't know if it was necessarily that moment, but I just think as, like, each week went on, like, you get a little, like, in the beginning it's like, oh, this is fun. Like, I think just as each week progresses, you're just, like, a little bit more, like,
Attached.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's not fun.
Is it okay? The thing about when you watch this show, The Bachelor, is it's so bizarre to see the girls fall for whoever it is so quickly.
Yeah.
You don't get it. You're like, you guys spent like 5 minutes together talking, and now people are in love with them. Do you get it now? Like, explain to us how this happens.
Yeah, I just think, like, it is just such an expedited process, and the settings that they put you in are so
The
romantic.
fireworks
Over the
on
top.
the beach,
Yeah.
Thailand.
Over the top, and then the conversations that you have, like, you just don't really do the kind of small talk. Like, you
get right into it.
You get right into it. You share your deepest, darkest secrets,
Yeah.
and you just kind of.
So
it's
do
just
you
really expedited.
do you immediately go? Do you want to have kids? Do you would we immediately get married? Would you move to wherever I live? Like, you get into that stuff?
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't have the normal conversations that you have on, like, the first, second, third date.
Yeah.
You kind of go jump into the.
Like a year in a relationship.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Well, and then to that point, what is it like when, like, you're all around each other? There's like 10 of you left, right? And they bring the date card, and it's for you, and all the other girls are like, "Yay!"
We're so happy for you, Heather.
Or you're talking to another girl about relationship problems with the same guy. Like, is that so weird?
Yeah.
That was the weirdest part, because, like, I especially need to, like, I like to talk through things, and I like to hear about my friends, because they were, like, you get really close to the girls, so it's, like, I really wanted to hear about, like, what they're going through, and, like, talk it through, because you literally have no one else. You don't have your phone, you don't have anything, so you have to talk it through, but it is bizarre. It's like,
I gotta imagine.
oh, like, okay,
Yeah.
they're telling me, oh yeah, I told them I was falling in love, or I told them, it's like,
Wait, what? That's
Oh,
my
it's
boy.
not-
yeah, it's like, it's just really, it's a bizarre thing.
How bizarre.
Yeah,
What
what a
a-
trip.
It's wild, though. Now, Heather, obviously you can't say, it's so tough because you're still on the show.
Yeah.
But let's ask you this. You've stayed out of the drama for the most part. Who do you feel like was the most drama in the house? Like, who brought the drama, do you feel like, the most?
Oh, solid question. Thanks.
I feel like everyone would say Demi,
Oh,
obviously.
heck
That's, like,
yeah.
the
I
obvious
love Demi.
choice.
She's a
I'm
villain.
obsessed with Demi.
Oh,
Demi
really?
is, like, my favorite person.
Yeah.
We could
Tells
not,
it like it is.
Tells it like it is. We could not be, like, more opposite humans.
Yeah.
But we were, like, she was one of my best friends.
Okay.
Just because I loved her, because she brought the
didn't care.
drama,
Yeah,
I
she didn't
guess.
care.
But she just was so honest, said
Yeah.
everything that was on her mind, and I
love
loved
it.
it.
What about the two
Oh.
pageant girls? Did you get involved in any of that?
Oh,
an eye roll.
I hated that they that I was kind of involved in a little bit of that, but Hannah B was, like, one of the first girls that I talked to in the house, and the first day after that first night, we just sat and talked for 4 hours, so I kind of heard
Her side of the story?
everything from her side, so it was kind of a little bit tainted for me after that, so I kind of, Hannah B I was super close with her, so I had to, like...
So you know the
kinda
real
difficult.
story. Maybe.
No, you
Maybe.
didn't.
Are you still close with Hannah B?
I'm so close with Hannah B.
Are you
Okay.
close with Caitlin?
Yeah. Kayla, I have no problems with Caitlin either.
Yeah.
It's hard to be, like, super best friends with Caitlin and Hannah B, but no,
It is what it is
Yeah.
at that point, yeah. Wow, this is unbelievable. You had your first kiss. It was great, right?
It was great.
I mean...
I have nothing to compare it to, but...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is going to be weird, and your mom is in here. What a great girl you raised her. Obviously, you did it right.
Yeah.
I have to ask this though, Mom.
Yeah,
so
earmuffs,
close your
Mom.
ears.
Earmuffs, Mom.
What's their tongue? I have to know.
Oh my
I have
God,
to know.
Eddie!
I have to
Eddie!
know.
Oh my God!
What? Is that crazy? I have to
I don't
know.
think it's that crazy.
Honestly, I don't even remember.
Did you black out?
I blacked out.
Wow.
Like people asked about, I have no idea.
That's a great answer. Honestly, that's a great answer. Heather, you're going to be involved in a really cool event that is happening right here on the 8th. So it's like coming up in a few days.
Couple days?
Yes,
Like
on
this
Friday,
weekend.
Friday.
Yeah.
What?
So what? Tell us about it.
So it's called Night to Shine, and it's basically, it's Tim Tebow Foundation. He started this whole thing up, and
It's my boy.
I know, and he's amazing. And so basically, kids with special needs who are in like the high school age, you basically take them to this event, and it's like kind of like their prom.
Oh.
So they have limo
that's really cool.
rides and
That's
carriage
really cool.
rides and like dancing
How
and
cool.
food, and I did it last year, and it was like one of the coolest things I've ever done.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they're so like I was like weepy laughing
Yeah.
because they're so excited.
Heather and I were talking about it a few years back. I went to a different one, same idea,
Yeah.
and it was the same thing. There's limos dropping off these special needs kids, and I went with my son Reed, and we cheered them on, so people can go and cheer on these kids. And
Oh,
it's
really?
a really, really cool event to bring your family
that's
to.
awesome.
Yes, you can totally go. I don't know if it's too late to volunteer to be actual date, but yeah, you can go to
Show
any of
up.
these churches, show up, and cheer for them as they like walk down the red carpet and they're like doing photo
Oh, that's
shoots.
awesome.
It's really fun.
Where is it taking place at?
There's a bunch of different locations, I think even in San Diego, but
Okay.
the one I'm going to is North Coast Church in
Okay.
Vista.
Wow.
Awesome.
And you didn't get your first kiss the last time you did this event?
I know,
I
I
mean,
should
come on.
have.
That's an awesome event. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
It's awesome.
Well, Heather, we're pulling for you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're our San Diego girl. We don't know if you end up with Colton or not, but we're going to stay tuned and find out.
Awesome.
It's going to be
Thank
crazy.
you.
Thank you. And you have to come back if you
Oh, yeah.
get picked or don't get picked.
What?
I want to know either way. I
Either
want to
way.
know either
I'll be
way.
back.
It's unbelievable. Thanks, Heather. All right. I've said in the past that I don't have a problem trying crazy foods. This one, I don't know, though. You never know. This is unbelievable. You don't know what's going to taste good or not, so you just don't know.
Yep.
Well, we're going to tell you what one chef is making news for his special dish coming up next on the show on Rock 105.3.